All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. It is time to get it on. Finally, my Razr came in. I ordered this phone so long ago and it finally got here. But I'm just going to show you the contents of the box and I'm going to get right into this. So this phone has, this is the more affordable version of it. This is the one that's $600 or $699, I think it is. So you've got 256 gigs of storage, 8 gigs of RAM. You've got the MediaTek Dimensity 7400X. Just a cable in here. And then you've got the 6th gen NPU 655, Android 15, fingerprint reader, facial recognition. It should be pretty cool. So let's get into it. I haven't bought a Motorola in so long. It's crazy. This is a long phone. And I will compare it to the, ooh, that is beautiful. Let's get this aside real quick. Let's get this out of the way. Because this is a beautiful looking phone. Wow. Let's put this over here. Wow, this texture is what I wanted it to be. I really like this texture right here. I forgot the color of this one. This one's called Pantone Gibraltar C, whatever. It's the blue one. So you got a brushed aluminum sides around here. You see lots of antenna lines, which is good. There's your side mounted fingerprint reader and volume rocker. It looks like a microphone over there as well. SIM tray on this side. And then you've got microphones, type C, and a speaker right there. And here's the phone, man. Whoa, this is beautiful. I have not purchased a Razr in a Motorola. Oh, this feels really good. I can tell you, for in-hand feel, I can see why they went with this textured film all over. It is really nice. Just based off of hardware alone, this phone is worth the money. This is a premium feeling phone. So I'm going to fire this up. I'm going to go ahead and get signed in. So you just keep watching. Wow, this thing is nice. Let's get this power button. I got a little bit of vibration. Yep, there we go. All right, man. We are off. All right, guys. Wow, this is an incredible phone. I've been playing with it now for a little bit, and I'm really excited in what I've found. I've pretty much just been comparing my experience next to the Z Fold 6 or Z Flip 6. I can't help it. That's the only folding device that I have right now that I use regularly, and this by far is much better. So forgetting about all the specs and all that stuff, how about we just kind of talk about all the internals. Let's just look at the hardware for a second. This hardware, it has texture to it, folks, and it has a little bit on the top too. It is beautiful. It feels really good, and this feels so much better than the Z Flip 6 in the hand. It's night and day. The Z Flip 6 is flat everywhere, and this is rounded corners everywhere. It is just a much better experience. The fingerprint reader on the side is extremely responsive. This is just a good representation of what this should be like. Now, ironically enough, this is shaped the same as the Z Flip 6. I'll bring it in here. This is pretty much shaped the same. This is shaped the same, but the Z Flip 6 cuts off the display. This is a little bit bigger too as well. So as you can see there, this phone appears like it's got a 6.9 inch display instead of the 6.8 or 7 that's on the Z Flip, I believe. But nonetheless, this just looks better. And I have a tempered glass on the front of this, so that's why it might look a little weird. But taking a look at this, I really like how this is put together in comparison to the Z Flip. It's smoother, it's more rounded edges. The hinge on it, as you can see, is a little bit smaller. On the bottom here, they're pretty much set up the same. But the camera modules on these phones, you can see that the Motorola is a lot slimmer. Let me see if I can get you to see it. There we go. The Motorola doesn't have as big a camera bump. And it's just really, really nice, man. The texture on the back, even though the Z Flip has some texture, it's not this texture. So, and when I open them up, the Motorola is just a hair taller. It's really nice. I mean, really nice. So when it comes to the hardware, the Motorola is winning by a long shot to me because of the rounded corners, the grippy back, just the way it feels a little chunky, but it's not, and it's just because of the rounded corners or whatever. But it is absolutely great, man. This is some good hardware. And I like how they did this version by having like a part of the texture come up over to the next display. I'm okay with that. Having this full thing display is cool and everything, but I like having some of the texture here, and it gives some insight as to how this is actually the blue hinge. And this is just really, this is a good looking phone and a good feeling phone. Now, I've got it kind of set up. I've got all my apps installed. I got some of the apps I'm signed into, some I'm not, but this is just my first impressions of the phone. And so just kind of looking at it first glance like this, wow, they did a great job. I'm not complaining about it. It has Moto AI, and it's just the AI thing is I'm into it, but I'm not like into it. I don't have to have AI. I don't typically use it that much, but yeah. So you can see here 17% of the storage is used. Out of the 256, I have 211 gigs free, and that's with all of the apps. And I backed this up from my other phone. So yeah, you can get a good deal. Is there a support update on here? Let's see. Check for updates. Everything looks good. Okay. Yeah, so you can get a good deal on this. Now, how I opted to buy this, first, I was buying this phone several different ways. I bought the phone. I went to Motorola first, and I said, no, let's cancel that. That's $700. Yeah, I'll think it over. So I go to Best Buy, and I said, you know what? I have some gift cards left from old purchases, so I can get it a little bit cheaper. And I said, nope, I'll just wait it out a little bit more. Then it came time for launch, and I was like, man, I missed the launch or whatever, but so what? I'm going to get the phone regardless. And then I said, wait, let me look inside of my Google Fi account. And sure enough, that's how I got this phone for $300 out the door. I've learned that Google Fi, depending on how long you've been with Google Fi, and however you paid your bills, or I don't know, just your history and status with Google Fi will determine your discounts. Now, most people are getting the same discount as me because they've been with Google Fi for years. They've been with Google Fi since Project Fi. They've just been with Google Fi, and so they can trust you. So most of the phones I buy from there, they have this rule where you have to keep it active for 4 months, and then because it's unlocked, but they need you to use it on their network for four months, and then you get all the credits. And so basically, I got this phone for pretty much half off by buying it through Google Fi, just for keeping it on their network for 4 months. That is how I did my Galaxy S24. I got it for $600. Unlocked already, but just use it on there for 4 months. And it's a timer on here that tells you how long you have until you can actually take the SIM card out or move the service or whatever. So that is what I like about Google Fi. They give some huge discounts, and other people who might get the same discount, but I've learned that some people have to keep it for the 24 months. They give you monthly credits. On mine, it shows as an instant credit, and then I just have to use it, and then that's it. And I just buy the phone at the cost, and I got a good looking phone for half off, and it's going to be great. So that is how I got the phone. So if you need Google Fi, you can look in the description, and hey, I don't get any more credits for referrals on Google Fi, but I'm tapped out. I've always said that every time I bring up Google Fi, but you can still get a discount. You can get a discount on Google Fi, and you can get a credit, whether I get one or not, you take advantage of it. So the phone is nice. I've got my apps installed. I'm going to use this every day because I was using a different phone on my Google Fi account. And so now I transferred it here. So I'll be testing out cameras, speakers, video quality, a whole bunch of things. And video on these phones like this is different because it's such a long screen. Let me show you real quick what I mean. So you see here, this is how it looks. You got these huge black bars, and then when I zoom in, it obviously looks really clean. This is how you want it to look. So yeah, you get bigger black bars on the side. So up to you, but I always do zoomed in when I'm on these phones like this. and there is a lot to cover. Let's take a listen to the speakers real briefly. I don't think they're as loud as I thought they were going to be.
Same wheels, just took them off the Camaro and put them over here. That looks clean too.
Yeah, it's actually pretty loud on full blast.
This Cadillac, I can't even front.
Yeah, it's pretty decent on full blast, but nonetheless, this is going to be a very eclectic, very nice phone. I can't wait to show you the cameras. I have not popped open the cameras yet, but I will. But I like that this phone has like all these games and stuff on here. Not that I'll play them. I'll, probably uninstall them probably, but it's stuff on here that you can do on this particular phone. This is actually one of my favorites right here. This is the one I think where you just hold down. Yeah, this is it. Oops. Let's try it again. Yeah, I played this so much when I first started to play this. Yeah. This is being able to not open the phone and just get nice games on it. Because I play it on this phone too. And you can see the screen size is the same when you're actually playing the game. It might be even smaller over here. But still, nonetheless, I am really happy that I decided to go with this phone. And it's totally worth $300, that's for sure, just based on the hardware alone. So if you can get a good deal on it, get it. Don't be swayed thinking that you have to get the more expensive one, the one that's like $1,500. It's on sale for $1,300. I wouldn't give $1,300 to this type of phone. I mean, if I can get a good deal on a trade-in, maybe I can get some credits towards it. But I just don't see myself paying. I didn't even feel like I could pay $700 for this phone. But now that I have it, I guess it would have been worth $700 because I bought it and canceled it because I just wasn't sure. I couldn't see it in person. But it just turns out that I got an even better deal by just waiting and going through my Google Fi. So hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions. I will definitely follow up with camera content because that is one of the main reasons I got this phone is for cameras and battery. So I already know that the software is going to be solid. The performance should be pretty decent. It's a Motorola phone. Motorola is pretty much just stock Android. And before I get out of here, the customizations, man, oh my gosh, the customizations that you can do, it didn't look like this. I customized the home screen. I went to personalize and look at all these things you can do in here. There's just an abundance, all the different themes. I mean, this is nuts, man. You can look at all these different things. So you can change this to make it your own. And that's what I like about it. And so then you've got your icon shape. I went down here and did icon shapes and applied it. That's how the icons got like that. You can do your colors. You can do everything. You can do the themed icons, obviously. You can do different fonts. Look at all these different fonts in here, man. Look at this. I think I'm going to switch to the Android font. It's beautiful. No, let's go back to the Motorola font. Yeah. Lock screen, all these different ones. You can customize this however you want, man. There's just it's endless. It's endless. And if you go here, and you go to display, where was it at? I'm trying to show you where here we go. This is where I changed the font in here. Like, it's so many different things you can do. I mean, it's endless, folks. You'll be able to customize this phone in so many ways. You're going to say, yeah, just remember to hit that checkbox up there because I didn't do it last time. But nonetheless, man, I'm super excited to get my hands on this. I'm happy that I was able to get it for a good price. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions and stay locked for more content on this. I'm going to be covering this phone coming up here for the next 30 days or more. I'm going to have this for a while. So coming up for at least the next 6 months on this one, you'll see videos. But the next phone, you'll definitely see about 6 months worth on that one. So stay tuned and be locked on Friday for a special unboxing. Granted, it actually comes on time because this phone was supposed to be sent to me in 2-day service. And FedEx decided to just let it sit for 5-6 days straight. I don't know why they did it, but nonetheless, it's your man Jay. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.